Mario Cristobal and the Miami Hurricanes are flying high right now, and if you were somebody that was hoping it would come to an end or expecting it to come to an end, I have bad news because today they add another blue chip prospect, four-star linebacker out the state of Georgia, Raul Aguirre. Miami gets this win over the likes of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Florida, Ohio State, and Arkansas, and there's a lot we need to break down. But before we do, as always, y'all know the drill. I need to hear from you. Hop down to the comments. Y for yes, N for no. Are you excited that Mario Cristobal and the Miami Hurricanes get this big win? And let me know what you're thinking. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification as I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you enjoyed this content, like and comment down below. But having said that, let's jump right into this because this, in my opinion, is a fantastic win for the Miami Hurricanes as linebacker was a priority position. And furthermore, all you have to do to get excited about Raul Aguirre is turn on the film. There is a lot for us to unpack. First off, he makes quick decisions. He reads plays and is incredibly decisive, and he still has his whole senior year to continue progressing. The other thing I really like is he has a lot of snaps in coverage when you watch his film. That is something I really, really love. Because at the next level, we already know how these modern college offenses work. They're looking at ways where they can pick on your linebackers, whether that's with tight ends or running backs out the backfield. But if you can get in a linebacker that has got ample experience covering, I get it, it's in high school and there's a massive difference between high school and college, but it's the basic principle of understanding. He understands his assignments because he's been asked to do similar assignments. There is no doubt that college linebackers are going to be asked to cover, and if you have somebody that is comfortable with doing that, you're already going to be further ahead, and they're already going to be further ahead in their understanding of how to do so successfully, and that's the other thing I like. It's one thing to ask a linebacker to cover. It's another thing to ask them to do it successfully. And clip after clip, you're seeing Raul Aguirre successful in coverage, whether that's with a pass breakup or understanding to come off of his zone and attack a ball carrier. This is someone who is ferocious. And speaking of ferocious, he's explosive at the point of contact. He loves making the big hits, and he's constantly getting fumbles. He's constantly causing pass breakouts because of the ferociousness in which he plays. So this is a great addition for the Miami Hurricanes and Charlie Strong as he becomes the new linebacker coach and co-defensive coordinator for the Miami Hurricanes. Another addition that I think we need to talk about, because we always laud some of these institutions for their assistant coaching hires, and this is one I think we need to be very aware of. Charlie Strong has former head coaching experience, and Mario Cristobal got him as a linebacker coach and a co-defensive coordinator. That's what it takes to build a successful staff. Getting in somebody with that level of experience, that's somebody who can go out on the trail recruiting, and he has a level of cachet that it's going to be tough to replicate because he was the head coach of major brands. He has seen a lot in terms of college football, and that's a net positive for the Miami Hurricanes, especially as they're battling for players with the likes of Alabama, Florida, Ohio State, and Arkansas. Every one of those institutions has got a lot to offer in terms of recruiting. Arkansas with Sam Pittman is one of the more exciting teams in the SEC, in my opinion. We know what Alabama does. That doesn't require any talk. Alabama has been the elite of the elite in college football for going on over a decade now. It doesn't look to be changing all that much. They're in a great position for several other prospects. Florida is now in a new regime with Billy Napier. They've been able to garner some excitement on the trail. They had a lot of good commitments this past week, and they and Miami are having one of the most fun battles of in-state recruiting I can remember in some time. Given that I'm not a fan of either program, I just love college football. It has been so much fun to watch these recruiters go back and forth for a state that is disproportionately loaded with talent. Remember, I always talk about this. If we're talking about the top 300 players in all of high school football, 57 of them are located in the state of Florida. 50 are located in the state of Texas. That's 107 of the top 300 prospects in 2 states. That is unreal. I keep saying it because I don't think people grasp how insane that is, that you have that much of a collection of talent in one state, and you have major brands such as Miami, you have Florida, you have UCF, you have Florida State, and every institution in the nation is knocking at the door trying to gain entrance. This is why I've always talked about Florida being so important, and now we're seeing if they can lock up their own state, they're going to be doing well. And as true as it is that if they can lock down their own state, they're going to be all right, you still need those pipelines in other states, especially a state such as Georgia that is always loaded with talent. And Mario Cristobal walks right in the state and grabs one of my favorite linebackers in this entire class. I'm serious. Turn on the film. It speaks for itself. This is a fantastic win for the Hurricanes. Their recruiting class is looking like a really, really solid class. If Miami can go out there this year and put results on the field, I think we really need to watch what happens next, because they have so much legitimacy in terms of hype and in terms of capitalizing on that hype to get commitments. Remember, Raul Aguirre took no official visits to Miami. He took multiple unofficial visits to Miami, which also points to something I talk about consistently, that we maybe overvalue the meaning of official visits. Don't disregard unofficial visits. I'm not saying that official visits aren't important. They are a great metric, but never lose sight of the importance of an unofficial visit, because they can be the difference between gaining a commitment and losing a commitment, and this is a perfect example of that. There's something cooking there in Miami, and the nation needs to be aware of it. As Mario Cristobal returns home, the cards seem like they're lining up, and I can't wait to see what happens. Hop down to the comments, let me know what you think about this edition, because I truly do believe this is a really, really great win for Miami. Can't wait to hear from y'all. That's it. See ya.